Welcome to Focus. I'm your host, Hannah Pennant. There's an exciting new musical coming to Woodside in April, the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. Don't let the long name deter you. This musical comedy by Rebecca Fieldman with music and lyrics by William Finn was nominated for 6 awards and won 2 of them in its 2005 Broadway performance. This musical takes things outside of the box, literally. The cast members will occasionally drop the fourth wall. The fourth wall is the imaginary wall at the front of the stage, through which the audience sees the world of the play. The fourth wall can be broken in a variety of ways. In this case, 4 real unsuspecting audience members will be invited onto the stage to compete in the spelling bee, alongside the 6 young scripted contestants. The cast members may also occasionally walk through the auditorium, interacting with the audience. We have to go to a quick commercial break. Stay tuned, because when we come back, we'll have an interview from some of these cast members and behind-the-scenes look at one of their many rehearsals.
You might feel like there's too many problems in the world, or that, you as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old can't really make a difference.
It's not always about you. It's not just one person. It's a group. It's a team.
Just that simple act is transforming someone else's life.
It's one of the best feelings in the world.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
Oops. Uh-oh.
Get on top of it before they do. Every 24 minutes, tipped furniture or a falling TV sends an injured child to the emergency room. Preventing tip-over incidents is easy, inexpensive, and only takes 5 minutes. Learn how to secure your furniture and TVs to protect children at anchorit.gov.
Welcome back to Focus. Right now we have one of our guests on, Alex Bergoli. Alex is a member of the chorus in the musical. So Alex, what's your background in theater?
Well, my mom got me into it at an early age, somewhere in elementary school. And I started in a theater class it was a private theater class. I dropped out of that like 5th grade or something, and then got back into it in 8th grade of middle school. And then when I went to Woodside for the drama program, that's when I really got into it and started doing shows.
So what type of roles do you like to play?
I like to play really intense roles, really serious roles, because they just, you get more out of those characters, and they're just very, very nuanced, usually, and just fun to put the energy into.
Would you say you're a serious person in real life when you're not acting, though?
It depends on the situation, honestly. I like to think I'm mostly easygoing.
So about this spelling bee, what sets this musical apart from the other musicals in its genre?
There's a lot of improv in it, so the main characters are sometimes allowed to just make some stuff up on the spot. Sometimes they'll throw in a word in there that is just meant to make the audience laugh, and it's spontaneous usually.
Who is the most interesting, who is the most interesting or your favorite character, and why?
I really like the character of Leaf Coneybear, not because he's played by my brother, but he's very funny and abrupt, and I like abrupt comedy. Like when he's spelling a word, he'll just go into this real trance-like state, and it's far different from his character, and I find that really funny personally.
So what's your role specifically in this play?
I'm just part of the ensemble. I also play Coneybear's brother, and that's about it. The brother part, that me and the guy who plays Coneybear's father made up a little history, and Paul Coneybear really wants his father's cash, so we get to explore that on stage a little bit.
Well, thank you for being here with us, Alex. Now here's a look in behind the scenes. Welcome back. I'm here with our next guest, cast member Andre Arenas. How you doing today, Andre?
Pretty good.
So can you tell me what's your background in theater?
Originally, I was never too involved in theater until about maybe 4 or 5 years ago when I started off in middle school. It was a small little drama class, and then I got to Woodside, and then I found out about the drama program. Then I jumped into it, and I started off working backstage in the props crew, and then eventually I got cast in the Laramie Project, and now Putnam. So
do you see this in your future?
probably, yeah.
Tell me about a time where you had difficulty turning yourself into a character. What was the character, and why was it so challenging?
I would say right about now with Putnam, me being Mitch in the show, it's probably the biggest challenge I've faced so far, because with the character of Mitch, me and him have like contrasting personalities, and like the background of Mitch's character, it's like a different culture than what I'm adapted to. So it's really difficult trying to like put myself in that position of being Mitch because we're so different as people.
So tell me about Mitch. Who is he, and what's his role in this play?
Mitch is the comfort counselor at the spelling bee, and his whole backstory is he's there because he's recently gotten out of jail, and he's doing the job as a comfort counselor as a means of serving community service and probation and such. So, like, if a kid misspells a word or someone misspells a word, then I'm like, you know, you did good, you could have done so much better, and I just give you a pat on the back and walk you off stage.
So how would you say that you guys are different?
Because with Mitch, he's got like that very serious kind of tone, demeanor to him, and he always presents himself as a tough guy. Whereas with me, I don't try to come off as, you know, the tough guy, and I don't try to come off as serious. I try to be a little more relaxed, and I'm more carefree about everything, whereas he's very like down to the point where he's just like, you're gonna do this or you're, you know, gonna get out of here, stuff like that.
So would you say that's your favorite character?
Somewhat, I would say, because as much as him being a serious character goes, he's also got some of the funnier like aspects of the show, because you've got like all these kids, and you've got two other people, you know, the moderators for the spelling bee, and then you've just got this big, you know, tough guy sitting in the back, kind of like a bouncer at a bar.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool, but I would say maybe my other favorite character besides Mitch probably is Marcy Park, and because her character is, she's kind of like, you know, like that smart kind of person. She's like, I know this, I know that, you know. It's kind of like a little sass to her maybe. So I kind of like that aspect to her.
Well, thank you for being here with us, Andre.
Yeah, not a problem.
We need to go to a quick commercial break. Stay tuned for more important information regarding the musical.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Welcome back to Focus. The 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee will be coming to Woodside on April 28th. There will be 3 showings, Thursday the 28th, Friday the 29th, and Saturday the 30th. All 3 shows will start at 7 p.m. Tickets are $8 in advance and $10 at the door. Mark your calendars. This is not something you want to miss. That concludes this episode of Focus. I'll see you at the musical. Have a great day.